the Brad Pitt scam. And the caption under this one said, "These people deserve hell." Oh Lord, I don't know what they did. All right, let's start this. And this will be the last story. Many people throughout the world enjoy following their favorite celebrities, with some even wishing they could meet them someday. Then there are people who hold more than just passing interest and would want to pursue a relationship. One of those people believed she had fulfilled this dream when she entered into a relationship with a Hollywood actor. Sadly, it turned out that unscrupulous scammers had deceived the poor woman out of $850,000 with a Brad Pitt scam. Oh, this is going to be a different type of crime. I really haven't done crimes where people don't get attacked or anything like that. This is going to be interesting. All right, let's start it. Online scammers have been around for as long as the internet itself. They pose as someone in need, hoping their victim will send them money. Romance scams are even more insidious, when they prey on the lonely and desperate. In the U.S. alone, there are more than 64,000 Americans were scammed out of a total of $1 billion in 2023. What? What are we getting? What? At that point, that's a business. It's $1 billion in 2020. I wonder what the numbers in 2024 were. It says this was double the 500 million just 4 years earlier. 500 million is still a lot of money, people. Why are we getting scammed out of this much money? Oh, these are people's jobs. Are they scammers or are they working? Okay, on January 12th, 2025, French broadcaster TF1 aired a program about a woman who reportedly believed she had been in a committed relationship with Hollywood actor Brad Pitt for a year and a half. When the story attracted national attention, the broadcaster withdrew it after the victim began receiving mockery from online social media posters. The 7 to 8 program gave details about the scam, in which the victim, 53-year-old interior designer Anne, had lost her life savings and tried to take her own life 3 times since the scam came to light. That's sad. Did it say she lost $850,000 in the beginning? Oh my God. TF1 announced it had removed the show on Anne after her testimony has sparked a wave of harassment. Despite its removal, the program can still be found online. I bet, people can find anything once it gets online. All they got to be online for a second. That's it. Further mockery came from the Netflix France, who put out a post on X advertising more films with Brad Pitt for real. Post was later deleted, and the French football club Toulouse FC made a formal apology to Anne after it said, "Hi Anne, Brad told us he would be at the stadium on Wednesday. And you?" Sounds like Netflix gonna have to put out an apology too. Jeez. It was explained in the program that Anne was first contacted by someone when she downloaded Instagram in February 2023. At that time, she was still in a marriage to a wealthy entrepreneur. The individual who made contact claimed to be Brad Pitt's mother, Jane Etta, who told Anne her son needed a woman just like her. Oh God. Next day, someone claiming to be Pitt messaged Anne, which immediately made her suspicious. At first, I said to myself that it was fake, that it's ridiculous. But as someone who isn't very used to social media, I didn't really know what was happening to me, she said. The two began a lengthy correspondence, and at one point, the person claiming to be Brad Pitt said he tried to send her luxury gifts. He then went on to explain that he was unable to pay customs on him. His bank accounts were frozen. Really? Brad Pitt's bank accounts were frozen. So I guess I could kind of see she was getting harassed for being, people were probably calling her dumb, stupid. How could she fall for this? The part that's a little confusing is it said that she was married, so I don't understand what we're paying for. I guess the chance that Brad Pitt, but still, you're married at this point. Okay. This was due, he said. Okay, so again, his accounts were frozen, so he couldn't pay customs. This was due, he said, to the divorce proceedings with actress Angelina Jolie, and promptly transferred £9,000 to the scammers. Wow. Like a fool, I paid. Every time I doubted him, he managed to dissipate my doubts, she said. The request for more money continued, and the pressure was increased when the fake Pitt said he needed money to pay for kidney cancer treatment. Why would Brad Pitt need any money? Why would Brad Pitt's accounts be frozen? Oh, wow. Okay. I need to learn how to do the screen thing because they got this thing set up perfectly. Man, I don't know how to share my screen yet. I'll work on that next screen. But okay, to give a depiction, there's a picture of Brad Pitt in the hospital with a hospital gown. Well, he got like cards next to him. He's over here smiling. It's clearly photoshopped. It's not real, but I can see how old a person could get fooled. Under it, it says it's an AI generated image of Brad Pitt sent by the scammers to this woman in France. So it might not be pound that he sent. It might have been euros. So 9,000 euros that was sent to the scammers. In an effort to convince her, the scammers sent multiple pictures depicting the 61-year-old actor in a hospital bed with bandages wrapped around his head, and even one of them with him on the operating table. Really? Y'all can't have pictures of yourself on the operating table. Oh, man. Okay. I'm worked up, but this is not my money I lost. Unbeknownst to Anne, these were AI-generated images. However, when she tried to confirm if they were real, she found nothing that made her suspicious. I looked those photos up on the internet and I couldn't find them. So I thought that meant he had taken those selfies just for me. She said, around this time, Anne and her husband divorced. Bet they did, because she's spending money and he's like, where's the money going? And who are you sending the money to? It says she was awarded 775,000 euros. As her share of the proceeds of their assets. Every euro of this money would eventually be sent to the scammer. Excuse me? Every euro of this money would eventually be sent to these scammers. Anne, whose own cancer is in remission. Jeez, man. My thing is, you and your husband get divorced. You send this money. Oh, man. Anne, whose own cancer is in remission, believed that she was helping Pitt by sending him more and more money. I told himself I was maybe saving a man's life. Anne's own daughter, age 22, told the TF1 program that she knew what her mother was doing and tried to get her mother to see reason for the better part of a year. However, her mother was excited about her celebrity relationship, and it hurts to see how naive she was being, she said. Jeez, man. In early 2024, gossip magazines began reporting that Pitt was in a new relationship. This made Anne suspicious. However, the scammers were one step ahead and sent her a fake news report in which an AI-generated news anchor talked about Pitt being in an exclusive relationship with one special individual who goes by the name of Anne. Jeez, man. Come on. If I was the daughter, I would have took everything from her. I'd be like, you ain't spending another cent on this person. So why would Brad Pitt, I don't know who Brad Pitt is. I don't know his personal life. But I'm assuming if Brad Pitt liked you, he would fly you out to meet him. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. He's not going to, there's no way he's just going to talk to you over Instagram. He's too busy. He don't got that type of time to do that. And it sucks because this lady got cancer now. Jeez. Okay. This settled Anne's suspicions for a time. However, on July 4th, it was revealed by People's Magazine that Brad Pitt was in a relationship with Inez de Ramon and that things between them were serious. With this, Anne decided to end things with a fake Pitt. And by September 2024, the source said that Pitt is very committed to De Ramon. Oh, they have a picture? It's AI generated. They did. I don't know. Their AI is better than mine because it's Brad Pitt basically holding up a sign in the hospital saying, Anne, I love you. Might have been Photoshopped too, but jeez. In an effort to get more money from Anne, scammers attempted to contact her again. This time, posing as Special FBI Agent John Smith. However, Anne contacted the police. Thank God. Which prompted an investigation. In total, the scammers had taken $850,000. And Brad Pitt needed $850,000 from you, and only you. $850,000. And you never meet this guy? Man, it's got to be called something. I don't know what it's called, but this is utter delusion. I don't know what she wanted. This is what, her celebrity crush or something? This is absolutely insane. Well, it says the TF1 program said that Anne had been left broke after the scam, I bet. And that she attempted to take her life on 3 separate occasions. I'm not going to say nothing about that, but I can see why. I'll just say that. Anne revealed she was now living with a friend, saying, my whole life is a small room with some boxes. That's all I have left. Although she was taken in by the scam, she said that anyone could have fallen for the if they were told words that you had never heard from your own husband. Adding, why was I chosen to be hurt this way? Because they are scammers. These people deserve hell. A tearful Anne said, we need to find those scammers. I beg you, help me find them. I can tell you one thing: they're probably not in France. When the program aired and hit back at online Markery. The sentence is messed up, but I'll read it how it's written. And hit back at Online Markery, explaining in the sentence actually makes sense. It's me. And hit back at Online Markery, explaining in a YouTube interview that TF1 had left out details about her repeated doubts over whether she was talking to the real Brad Pitt. That's not making it better, Anne, because you spent over $850,000. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, you spent $10, $100. To me, $1,000 would have been too much. You spend $1,000, I'm like, okay, she got scammed out of $1,000. Okay, she learned her lesson. $850,000. I'm sorry, 850,000. And I'm trying to take a little. I need to take a little bit of pity on this woman, because definitely naive on how the online game works, but not to give somebody all your money. Like, honestly, it might be the reason you and your husband divorced, to be honest with you. Don't know. That's, if I had to take a guess, because he's probably seeing money come out of the account. He's like, why are we spending all this money? And you probably not explain the situation well at all, because you don't want to let him know you're sending money to Brad Pitt. Because he would have told you you're a damn fool, because you can't send money to Brad Pitt, because Brad Pitt got his own money. Brad Pitt's probably worth, what you think, anywhere from 50 to 100 mil? Let's go ahead and, I can go ahead and look that up. We don't have to sit here and speculate. We can look up Brad Pitt net worth. I'm sorry, I am way off. Okay, yeah, I'm way off. Brad Pitt's net worth is $400 million. Probably one of the first things I probably would have looked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, let's read. Criticize Anne too much. Despite the online backlash and ridicule, some have gone to support Anne, with one person saying, I understand the comic effect, but we're talking about a woman in her 50s who got conned by deepfakes and AI, which her parents and grandparents would be incapable to spot. And that's why you listen to your younger children who do know about it. Romance scams can affect anyone at any age, and thousands of people are conned every year. Well, you're right. If Anne's given $850,000 to this billion-dollar business, for many, the advent of AI will seemingly only worsen the situation, with talented artists capable of creating convincing images that appear genuine, coupled with plausible scams, meaning people are at risk for being fooled more easily. French newspaper Liberation said, life today is paved with cyber traps, and AI progress will only worsen this scenario. And basically got scammed out of $850,000. That should be the title of this, because I honestly don't understand. I guess some people are lonely in this world and they are willing to give anything, but I know, like, the people who look at like just, let's say, just like sex models and stuff like that, like online, at least they can actually see them. They can like see like a visual interpretation. Now, the problem with them too, though, is because they think they're really that person's like girlfriend or boyfriend at the time. So that is an issue in itself, but at least they can actually see that person. Give $850,000 to somebody, if you think about it, you never talked to. You know how his voice sounds, because I'm assuming if you're that big of a fan, you've watched his movies. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm over here thinking about the Manti Te'o situation during this entire thing, like him getting catfished, but never really like diving into like why we don't have a real relationship like we should. Like, I should be talking to you on the phone. There should be like excuses when I talk to you. You're like, hey, all right, call me. Brad Pitt, why did I not look up your net worth? But even if I don't look at your net worth, I'm going to assume you're rich because you're an A-list actor. Come meet me. Come meet me or fly me out. If I'm that beautiful, fly me out. The sad part about this is the lady has cancer, or she went back into remission. So that part is sad. I feel terrible for that lady. But I guess I just won't understand. I guess that's what this is. I won't understand, because I don't understand how people are getting conned and having relationships with people that you should know that you're not going to have a relationship with. Brad Pitt is not having a relationship with a regular commoner. Beyonce is not having a relationship with a regular person. None of these A-list celebrities are. Well, let me not say none. Let me not say none. They ain't have a relationship with you. Let's just say that. They ain't have a relationship with you. So you can forget all of that. Hey, look, or me either. They ain't have a relationship with me either. I can put myself in there. But one, I'm already in a relationship, so I'm good. But I guess it's just something I won't understand, especially for this being $1 billion business. Yeah, I know they keep saying the scammers. At this point, it's a business. If I can scam my way to $1 billion in a single calendar year, my clientele is only 64,000 people. Let's think about this. Okay. At the top of this, it said romance scams are even more insidious when they prey on the lonely and desperate. In the U.S. alone, more than 64,000 Americans were scammed out of a total of $1 billion in 2023. Let's do some quick math here, okay? So it says more than 64,000, right? So we're just going to use 65,000. Let's do $1 billion. Oh, you know, my calculator would do $1 billion. Divided by 65,000. So basically, 65,000 people sent over $15,000. This is a business at this point. That's a business. And then it's saying 4 years earlier, it was 500 million. So they're multiplying over here, compounding. I don't get it. And I see how people, because you have people like me, like I would never bash her online. Well, I guess technically I am online now. Jeez. I am doing it technically. And I wouldn't have time to be writing posts about this. But talking about it, yeah, definitely talking about it, because this is absolutely insane to me. But like this person put it in the story, that she says, one person, I say she, but one person says, I understand the comic effect, but we're talking about a woman in her 50s who got conned by deep fakes and AI, which your parents and grandparents would be incapable to spot. The problem with that is her 22-year-old daughter earlier in this story was telling her, this is dumb. Stop. Mom, this is not Brad Pitt. I understand you want it to be. Brad Pitt's not going to ask for 9,000 euros. Sorry. That actually might be a dinner date for Brad. I'm not sure. Brad's not asking for 9,000 euros because of divorce. You think Brad Pitt only has one bank account? You think Brad Pitt only has his money in one spot? So his assets are frozen? You don't think he got another set somewhere else? And then let's just say all his assets are frozen. Let's just say all of them. You don't think he got a secret stash of cash somewhere else? I think, yeah, she got hung up on it being somebody which obviously she crushed on, probably dreamt about in her younger years. And then to have Brad actually reach out to her, in her opinion, probably made it feel real, I guess, after talking to the fake mom and all that stuff. I know for me, when scammers try to reach me, I just play. To me, it's like a game at this. I just play along until they start asking for money, and then I just most silent, and then they just ping you messages and be like, hey, did you get that? Did you get that? No, I didn't get that. I'm just playing the game with you now too. Be like, oh yeah, I'm about to send it. Please give me a second. Please wait. But I guess you gotta show this lady some mercy, especially with her having cancer too. That sucks. That definitely sucks. Jeez, man. It's just sad she got scammed. This is worse. I guess on a ranking, how would I put the stories? What would be worse? Okay, at least when you get scammed, right? You're still alive. You're not dead. I don't think she's gonna make that money back personally, because I'm not sure what her situation is, because I don't think a businesswoman is getting scammed in that type of situation like that. And obviously she doesn't have the money anymore because she's staying with a friend and her life savings is gone.